There you are. See, it's working anyways. Oh. That was a fire in the hole. Oh. Yeah, I gotta make sure I don't go and hit these too quick anymore.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, I know. I make sure I read them. Like I seen yours, and I'm like, hey, that's what I did last time. I thought I recognized it like from the corner of my eye.
Yeah, you got to be. Look. You know me. If you don't text me, and I don't, and you're gonna start texting me from here on out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We have good communication that way. That's why I said.
Yeah,
Because
things are
I'm gonna
changing
try
for
my.
me. Did you look at my text? Just look at my text, but don't say nothing. Look at my
Yeah,
text. Things are really changing over here, big time.
the simulation is molding, right? It's all unfolding and.
It's molding me to its comforts.
Yeah, yeah. I believe that because that's what happened to me. That's why when nobody would understand when I said you cannot break me anymore. I've been broken and I've been through
I'm
it.
being perfectly molded.
Right.
Whatever you want to call it,
Exactly.
perfect,
Oh,
imperfectly, inwardly, instantly, it doesn't matter. I'm just being,
nice to see you exposing the dirty tube.
yeah, yeah, exposing the dirty tube. I like that. Like that name. It fucking resonates. Yeah! Fire in the hole! That's pretty good. Just in case.
I can hear.
Just
There's
in case.
my camera. At least it was back before my camera. The first time I had the sound back.
We're going to let some people fill up in here. We got a treat for them this AM, don't we?
A little bit of orbage. Oh, J-Mo.
Little
Hey,
bit
hey,
my
hey.
ass.
Yeah, I'm just.
Little bit my ass, Bubba. How about a whole lot of kick ass?
We're finding apparitions.
Had to shake my ass up. They changed for a moment.
Apparitions. Do you know the movie Ghost? That's the best part about knowing that's pretty much real.
I'm Ghost. I'm a ghost. Don't fucking tell me I'm a ghost. Don't you dare say that. I'm matter. I fucking matter, dude. Don't fuck with me. I will sleepwalk your daughter up to you and slap the fuck out you, dude. Don't fuck with me. All right. I'm gonna chill. Cool. All right.
That's funny. You know those girls will get me.
Oh shit. Yeah, I know.
I don't get much say around here.
You can say that shit again.
I get told.
A lot.
That's why I learned to be a turtle. I'm a hard on the inside, but I learned to turtle it on the outside.
Turd.
Turtle.
You know I love you, brother.
Oh
From
yeah.
the same mother.
Mother
and
Earth.
Father. And the whatever. And okay. All right.
So our real parents didn't. Our real parents didn't do it.
No.
Ghosts.
No, they've been lied to.
Ghost lives matter. Yeah.
Yeah. Ghost lives matter. Fucking right. Yes, indeed. I matter. Then I feel a little bit better. If I'm a ghost, it matters. Then fuck it. You don't matter. I matter. Yeah. Don't you like that concept? It sounds like a contraceptive, doesn't it? I enjoy.
Give me a zoink.
No more quintuplets pops out. You know, I'm tired of having triplets and quadruplets and gaziplets. That wasn't funny, was it? I'm the only one laughing. Isn't that strange? You're pathetic.
There you go. You gotta love it when I'm the only one in the house that has Wi-Fi problems, and I got the phone that should have no Wi-Fi.
Your wifey?
My wifey problems. Wi-Fi.
Your wife is fucking with you again. You need to go beat her ass with love. Yeah, just go wake her up and make love to her, and it'll be over with.
Yeah. I doubt that.
You know, if you love something, wow. All right. Fire in the hole! All right.
There we go.
Let's quickly connect your ass.
Is yours low?
Mine's higher than a kite.
No, your volume's low now on my thing. They're fucking with my stuff.
Yes, they're messing with you. I see that. They're
Oh,
fucking
there your
with you.
volume comes.
Yeah, they're not.
It doesn't bug me. That's why I just went on data. They don't realize if it'll fuck with my Wi-Fi, I'll go on data, and then I'll go on hardline if I have to. Landline.
Right.
I don't give a shit.
You ready to
I'm going hard at.
What? How many people in here? I don't know. Let me go check on the other side.
It says 2 here.
Oh, I can't.
You are on the other side.
I am on the other side. Well, let's wait. Now this has sound. I don't think I'm going to. We're going to let the sound play, but I'm not going to play it at its full volume. This thing has real sound. It's pretty. The hard drives are much quieter. It's much more solid state now than what you would normally get. You see, it's the clicking instead of the upgrades have gotten quieter, you could say.
Quieter, tighter. So that it's.
Well, yeah. It's got everything to do with the cycles. I'm seeing the difference between the 48 hertz, the 34 hertz, the 197. It's everything, man. Let me tell you, the frequencies. I'm pinpointing the frequencies. I'm just about. I want you ever been on the verge of exploding?
Oh fuck yeah!
People look so pretty that I can explode. Got too many kids running around here, dude. Too many kids, man. That's why I don't miss it. Sometimes I do. But do I miss that pleasure? Woo, 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 woo. Yes, I do. But I can hold it. I can tie a knot in it. Of course, I had to. Don't let me poke you in the eye. It'll put your eye out for good.
I'm gonna see if I go back on my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, okay. You're
fucking using that.
You got nothing but loving on the brain. That's wonderful. Can I come watch join in? Can we make love together? Like bugs in the weather. We're animals, ain't we? I am, that's for sure. Oops. I peed on the floor. Oops, sorry. At least I didn't duke on the floor. Or puke. Like Luke. Am I the only one here again? It seems like Matt Main is insane and got love on the brain because he can't entertain. Ain't that a shame?
Yeah. Tuesday morning.
I had that weed I had that been sitting in my cupboard for nearly 6 months was hard as a rock. Well, this idea hit me. I said, I got a couple of potato peelings, and I said, maybe if I just throw a few peelings in there and close the jar. Maybe I can soften this back up because I just had this epiphany of energy, living energy. And boy, was I right. It brought the weed right back.
I use bread myself.
The potato.
Brother, yeah, but the bread, piece of bread, we throw it in our bags. When we get a big bag of kind of what dusty weed.
What color is your bread? Shut the fuck up. What color is your bread?
What color does it
white
start?
Don't put it in. If you put white bread in your weed, you're fucking up. Get you a potato, get you a piece of orange, a citrus, or one of these sweet azalea onions, but not much, just a piece. You see?
Ominous.
Or put a turd. Then you can feed it to yourself. Smoke it. Toke it. Snort it. Sniff it.
Fire in the hole.
Don't eat it. You know, there's a video down there you can share if you care, if you dare. Do you despair in your underwear?
Yeah. Oh, I see a 5 there now. It's getting up. It's getting up there.
All right. Well, we'll start the video in a moment because that'll start
the frequency.
Start jacking you up. Yep. We'll jack them up.
We're going to be showing this paranormal stuff on a regular.
Yep.
And just breaking everybody away from the narratives.
Well, yeah, we're going to start showing what we need to show to get people more aware of themselves rather than outside themselves. We need to turn them to the inside of themselves is what we need. We need to focus them to the insides of who they are, not what they become by the system.
Right, because what you come by the system, as soon as you're not accepted at work, you're back to a nothing. You're back to a nothing, so why not feel a nothing, right?
Right.
Like, go through that nothingness first and then reinvent yourself.
They make you feel like shit. They make you feel depressed. Man, get the fuck out that shit. When someone walks up to you and you feel nothing but bad energy, subliminally push them back in your mind. You have the power. They will back the fuck up. Trust me. They don't want to fuck with you when you become aware. This is very truth for me. Even the police, all of them are backing up for me. Do you understand? They don't want no part of this. It's different. They do not understand. They don't fuck with something they cannot understand because we understand it. They do not. They're below us because they placed themselves below us because they do not know.
Well, if you're always taking orders, you're never free thinking.
Right.
You're on call, on order. You're fucking 40 years, or maybe more of your life under the fucking thumb.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that couldn't be pretty at home because I know a lot of them that go home and they're not nice to their families. Not one fucking bit. Some of them are. And a lot of them are closet drinkers. Man, they brew their own wine and stuff at home so nobody sees them.
You can do whatever you want to do. You can do it in moderation. You can do it in exaggeration. But if you do it in such a way that you don't create a problem, it won't harm you. The problem comes in when the mind, when the body is speaking, it's not following. You see, the body speaks and the mind's not following. And when the mind doesn't follow, the body does something on its own. See, you become the body and the mind becomes something else. You become a fucking puppet, dude.
Yeah. And then they tell everybody they're looking for the zombie apocalypse. It's been here.
It's in
right? That's such a mockery. Yeah, it's right in the.
I can walk. Take a good look at yourself when you look in the mirror. I'm man in the mirror. Look, I am him. I'm you. You're me. We live in the same fucking do and the catastrophe. With the catastrophe.
Mm-hmm.
But the catastrophe turns out to be a fucking fake, a fraud, a forgotten past that you signed up for. Yeah, look at it. If you was trying to get into a simulation, we created Grand Theft Auto. We created all these things as kids. It is us, the beta users, who created these programs, not anybody else. It's the kids. We were the kids that written these programs. Look at that, what I'm saying. Just look at that. We've been writing programs since we were kids. The governments have been taking our stuff and using that. Our ideas, our abilities. These are our programs. We've written them from backward engineered products that were already here.
Yep.
You know,
it has downsized the world. Right?
That's right.
In my opinion,
honey, I shrunk the fucking kids. Can't y'all see the big picture?
Yeah. They just downsize the shit and put it into smaller computers.
Look at Gilligan's Island. That's a very good a very good interpretation and interaction to the outwardness of what's going on in the world around the islands across the world. Every dome, every island, every brought up island or fake island has something to hide or something to offer. But we don't want to get into all that. What we're trying to get into is getting out of the books and the false teachings and the false narratives and the verbs and the nouns, the curses and the
dang rain
and the first keeps you in your hearse. Wow. Yeah.
Fucking rain. Oh, shit.
We've discovered.
1 second, Tony. I'm just going to grab some things out of the rain here. You can keep talking.
You're raining? Well, if you're raining, you gaining, baby. Keep talking. If you wouldn't have said that, I wouldn't stop, bitch. Don't y'all hate that when someone says, well, if you just keep talking, I'll continue doing what I'm doing. You sound like fucking Chris Kringle's Dingle Wingle. What was his name? Chris Kringle? I don't even like him. I don't hate him. I dislike him, but you know, it's the program that make you dislike and hate, not you. It's the programming. If you did not know what hate was, would you hate? Would you donate? Or would you masturbate? Probably all of them, because that's what we're doing. We're acting. We're interacting to act. We're interacting to act out, or we're interacting to stop the act. Which one is it? Do we continue acting or do we continue interacting? Because if I continue interacting, it becomes an overreaction. And then the next thing we've got is radio action. Isn't that crazy? Well, I like the interaction. I just don't like the acting, because the acting never stops. If we are interacting, then what the fuck is the past? It needs to be forgotten. It is. It really needs to be forgotten, because if they're telling you it's pre-written, it really has been recorded. It's been recorded in a digital image. From a manuscript to the digital image we have become. We came from something, we came from nothing to become something. Isn't that strange? We came from nothing to become something. Nobody can expand on that. They can't comprehend that. They feel the need to belong to something. You know what? For the first time in my life, I do belong to something, and it ain't you. The books. I'm speaking the books. You, the books. Because the books are living books. They're cursed. They become the living curses. They keep you rehearsing and keeping you in your hearses and crypts and trips. My animals aren't at the pet cemetery. That movie rings so much truth, but they do not know what death is because they're still here. All of my animals I ever had are in my home, in my house, in my care, in my well-being, because they belong to who? The one who loves them the most. Our love, we can take it with us, and the animals know it, and they stick with you. If you love them, they love you even more, because you recognize them. They are you. You are them. 98% of this world is held together by the world. You are 98% of this world. Make no mistake. 98% of the world is walking you talking you. So when you touch yourself, the world already knows it. That 2% of you, that body, that's the 2% you are. That 98% is the world. Recognize it.
And it'll recognize you.
Start the show. Got the boat in the hole.
Time some frequency. We got 11 up there too. That was good.
Brother, I don't know what's happening. My mind's moving it. Let's share it.
Oh.
Just be a little patient as it goes, and it will rise very quickly. Well, I wasn't talking about me, dude. You know, I'm fine. I'm talking about down there in the bottom. You know, you're in the show. I am the Atom, aka Sky, number 2. Could you add that one, please?
Oh yeah, yeah. You're tricking me again, aren't you?
No.
Oh, I tricked myself.
Yeah, because there's 2 of me because I have.
I know.
No,
It doesn't say it any time. It gets me every time.
I know.
It doesn't say a 1 in there, huh?
You want to open it wide open, or you want to leave it? Yeah, we can leave it like that. That's fine.
They might be on their phone. Oh, there we go.
Now to build up. This is my first time coming out this AM. I just checked it out. Nothing was happening. Okay, and I said good. So I closed the door, went and got my joint. I'll be back out in a moment. Sit down, and I'm going to enjoy my morning with my animal as I normally do. And that will be in a few moments. Or did I start it too? No, it's right on. It's right where it needs to be.
Excuse me.
You're excused. Fire in the hole.
Good morning to everybody who's not commenting.
Yeah, good morning.
I see there's 11 people. And
they're listening. Let me tell you something. We got some good beings of truth in here.
Right.
I can feel it.
Yep.
They're not here.
There's no way they'd be sitting there if they thought we were senile.
Because this is the reason they don't comment. They don't want no part of the comment because they want to learn. They want to learn for themselves what they are so they can turn the frequency inwardly.
Let this mumble jumble world shit go and live for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Hillbilly, good morning. Thanks for swinging by.
Yeah. Yeah, anytime y'all swing by. We love it, man. Just drop on in.
Because as we investigate, right? As we investigate, we learn from everybody else, and we need the energies too. So it's the best. You can't get any better than that.
Yeah, investigate and explore and discover. That's the key secrets. That's the components. Always be a seeker within.
Yep.
Keep it inwardly. Don't worry about anything outwardly, and it will cater to you. No name, no image. No name, no image. Keep that way.
Especially once you realize that you're always going to get given what you need.
When you
if you have that open mind, right?
I know beyond any reasonable doubt I am 90% this world, 98% of this world, guaranteed. The other 2% is my ability to what? Connect.
Yeah. Yeah, like when it's a journey is a journey. A journey in the matrix is not a journey. That's a spin, right?
Right.
That'd be just like going spinning in a circle in the middle of the town square instead of walking through the whole town and exploring it.
The pattern of life is in everything. I'm telling you all. This is fact. Science cannot go against me on this at all. No one can. The power of life is in everything. It's in the DNA. I am 98% all of that and all of this, and you are too.
Yeah. So look at this.
You can be 100% with us.
I was waiting for that shit. Hillbillies, schools closed after first day. Yeah. I have two One staying home doing high school grade 10 and on the computer. One grade 9 going to school that wants to go because they're not scared of the flu, right?
Right.
And then my grade 6 she's not scared of the flu. But I got them these masks that their grandmother made them with the wire in them, and you can tip it, and it just keeps it open seal, so you're breathing basically, right?
Right.
Yeah, native. That's what pisses me off. How they change sports. They're having to pay for it. It doesn't. It's all right, but defunding all this shit in Canada and like taking away all the good stuff, and then yeah. So I got two that start on the 14th or whatever, and then one starts on what's today? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Fuck, it's tough on the brain. All these fucking email and all this shit. Educate your kid. I can imagine some kids, like my kids. You can imagine. I used to hear how I treat them. I teach them everything possible, right?
Right.
Could you imagine some disruptive kids trying to keep a mask on all day? What it's going to be like in that classroom?
Yeah.
You're going to have that kid that there's already kids that stand up and say, "No, I'm not listening to you." You know what I mean? That shit. And now you got kids that say, "I don't wear this freaking mask." It's disruption. You know what I tried to do? My daughter decided, like at one time with her mother, they had big sisters, so I let them keep them, and then they just turned their big sister into a friend, right? So she's gonna home educate her, but they wouldn't even let me back out of the school thing. They said, "Oh, she's already in the school thing. We have to wait till November for the next outage." I was like, "What?" Because the home.
Wow.
Yeah, I hear you, hillbilly. And I
See that light from my phone?
see. Yeah, that's crazy. That picks it up every time like that.
It's flickering. It's subliminally talking to you. See, it talks. It's sending
Wow.
information back through you.
So that's how they can.
The phone has my frequency in it.
Mm-hmm.
My frequency of my internet IP address is me. It's in my phone. I've looked into the. Let me not go too deep into that, but yeah, my IP address, which is my social security number, is implemented into the programming of my phone. It really is.
Yeah, this is like when they showed us in the Fallen, Return of the Fallen on Transformers. Right. This is the kind of stuff that guy was taken into, ominous, in my opinion. When he took that message, it was like, and he got it into his brain, and he took his input, and then they were trying to take his download off of him.
Right.
What he's seen in his grandfather's glasses or whatever, or something, right? It just says Return of the Fallen, like, you know what I mean? All that shit. It just matches up to this timeline and shit too. Yeah, that's crazy. You think that screen is dark until you look at it on thermal.
I know. You wouldn't think anything, and it's just nuts. But yeah, I killed the volume. You don't want to hear the volume on the rest of this because it'll knock the whole video out. It's eerie. I don't think I want people to hear that because it's not something I want them to fear. You understand? The noises you don't want to hear. Not for everyone.
I'll let you hear some of those other ones later. I had to tone that down. This is not something that you, the public, we need to fear. This is not a fear factor. This is a humble, loving thing here. This is not a
Wow.
poltergeist or anything. Let's get this straight. Please
Look
understand.
at that energy, yeah?
Oh yeah, I had to cut it down because the sounds you can't handle the sounds. No one can. Not yet. They're just too eerie for most ears. And this is not what this is about. This is about waking individuals up to truth.
Mm-hmm. Just show them there's an alternate reality.
Right. These are nanomachines.
Yep.
Energy.
That's all around us.
Intelligence.
Could you imagine if they told us this off the start, a special war like batteries, we have energy all around us and we can see it everywhere? The world would be a totally different place, wouldn't it?
I am batteries not included. Are you kidding me?
Right. It would be just totally.
That's right. Batteries not included. We are the most efficient 0-point energy ever been created, and we're still evolving. We're nowhere even near finished. Dude, we're in our 84th.
Yeah, that's crazy. Right. It's snowing energy spirits there. Yeah. Fuck. That's nuts.
It is. It's snowing it upwardly.
Try to tell me that's dust, right, people?
It's not dust.
I know that. No, not here, but usually most people, you got lots of dust. Hey, somebody's dumping talcum powder in a fan underneath your camera.
Yeah, okay.
Right? You know what I mean? Right. I can hear the debunkers. But wait till one comes flying in from across the road, right through the window, and zing.
Oh man.
Those are the best. Look at that. That's crazy, man.
Wait till you see them swirling around me. I could feel it. And my dog, I'm loving on my dog. We're loving on each other. The love, you see? The love that we have with one another. Look, they're loving. This is a subliminal message I was giving.
That's how Heidi, with her softness, can activate them through the energy.
Yes, Heidi gave me the idea, and she's right. Thank you, Heidi. She's right. This is the way to wake you. This is the way to wake you all up. See the other one coming in different ways. This is the straight way to wake one up. See, the right way, not the wrong way. This is just the beginning. And if you see something, if you see the past, if you see something, a loved one, it's okay. Keep it to yourself. It's meant for you, no one else. If you can manifest anything in this video, maybe I should upload it. You can really manifest anything in these videos that is this powerful. They keep their energy. They never go away. It's a written program. Look at it for what it is. We are in the matrix. Get all the energy you can, any way you can get it.
We could be even in a fiber optic cable in a creator's computer. You know what I mean?
We are.
It's nuts. Like just when you let your mind expand and just go, wow. You know what I mean?
We are in a computer. We are in a simulation. We are entanglement in between. And I could feel the energy. Man, it just felt so good. And watch how they start swirling around me. Watch. See?
You're like, that's why I always say you're like one Merlin. I love it.
Bullshit. That way they know it's not fake. See?
Right.
Now, you see how they disperse and when they come back, see? Look at them. They're just going nuts. Because we have the love. All you have to keep is love in the heart. Love is in the gut. Your gut's very powerful. If I was to rear down and hit you with the power of my gut, wouldn't be good for you. The power of the gut is the battery. It's the condenser. It's the compressor. It's the voltage nullifier, magnifier, electrocutor, electrifier. Wow, it's grease lightning. Yeah, you get really recharged, and if you're recharged in such a way, no one can touch you. Your energies resonate. No one can touch you. And Jesus would have known that in his time.
Right.
Anyone and everyone.
He would have felt,
yes.
He would have went through all the emotions of an awake person. And like he was said, you cannot break me. I am me.
Yes, right.
Right? That's what he said. You cannot break me because I am me. I've done it. You cannot break none of this man anymore. There's not a chance.
You can't break me down no more. Let me tell you something.
Right.
If you break me down beyond the ground, I'm still here. You're frowning. Right. You're all still in despair, in repair. Baby, I am not. I am living, because living is
those
not
ones.
life.
Holy shit. Those are just like the stars in the sky.
They are the stars.
That's exactly what I film. I swear it.
Shut the fuck up. That is the stars in the sky. Dude, sometimes you need to let something flow, dude. It is the stars. Let it go. The firmament. Look how close.
Oh, boy, it's you're fucking hilarious. You got a troll. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, fuck you. Asshole. I love you.
That's
you. He's kicking. You know what he's doing? Tony gonna get kicked out of this. Watch this.
That's hilarious.
It's you fucker, you. But he's getting. I guarantee you, laughing.
A native. Sometimes when we get the
yeah, I should use the
when we get this going, facial recognition.
The fan's not on. I made sure the fan wasn't on.
I know.
You know.
Facial recognition will go on some of these.
Yes. Now look, I go inside. Watch this shit. You see that, right? It is what it is. I mean, we manifest this. Our mindset creates all this. We are the manifestation of this kinetic energy and this world. When you recognize you're only 2% and the world had you at 98%, wake up. Wake the fuck up now.
There it goes.
And I brought my tuning fork in here to see if I was experimenting. See if that made any difference. See, wanted to see it's resonating. It has energy when it vibrates. Have you noticed that? Look how if I hit it, it's resonating. Not that, that, yeah. You can see a little vibrational energy in between when it vibrates. So a vibrational frequency is creating heat in between that and forks. And I see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's light, but I can see it. And this is wonderful. Wow, look at that. Whoa. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Heck yeah. Went right upside my wall.
Yeah.
Crawled back around. Came around and went right back into the ground. Went through me a couple of times and went right back into the ground. You see what's happening? All this is coming from above, back in and around into the ground.
Yeah.
I'm grounded. My eyes are grounded. My eye is upside down into the ground. You see? I told you I was upside down, didn't I? Keep your head from the north position, brothers and sisters. Keep your feet in the north and your head to the south. It's really important. Keep your feet to the north and your head to the south.
That way? Well, I've always kind of went with this feng shui with my feet to the south, but
no, brother.
I always face north and south, no matter what.
Brother,
I don't go the other way.
Look, where are the ores? The stars coming from? They're coming from above, going into the ground. They go back to where they come from, brother. We go back to where we come from, not the other way.
Oh, so these would be a fallen star that's got more energy than the other ones. We could see it with our eye.
Yes, they're coming.
Oh, wow.
rotating, they're coming up, they're rolling down, they're coming through me, they're going back into my ground.
So they could be coming from those sprite things they talk about.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
zinging down like a laser. Zing, zing, zing,
Yes.
zing, zing.
Turn the triangle upside down. That's you and me, brother. Don't frown. Turning it upside down. Now you get it?
Yeah, I wouldn't get it if I didn't do all the research before, but yeah, I'm starting to understand all of this.
I know you do, brother. And I'm not, please don't take me wrong way. I love you with all my heart, but look at this that comes. Look at what comes before you all. This is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's
Look at that slow that was going. I almost jump up and get that one.
Wait till you see this one. So intelligent, it came by very slow for you all to see. It's coming. There was one particular one, it went by so slow. Wow.
Oh,
Wow. Some of these are so beautiful, brother.
yeah.
Some of them are so beautiful. They look like snowflakes of frequency.
Yeah.
No two frequencies are the same. They're different, all different. No two frequencies are ever the same. And when they bond together, they know each other's resistance and persistence. They're passive. This is passiveness.
So when you go into the light, it's just going to be a solid energy, right?
That's right.
One solid white energy of a blob that you walk into instead of just seeing this.
Say that. No.
No?
That. No, it's not going to be that. It's going to be something grander than that. Man, this is going to be something.
Like, you know how they stick their hand into you know how that thing's going like that force field, see-through wall shit?
Man.
And then you put your hand in there, and then you follow your body, and you walk in.
This ain't going to be nothing like they're telling you, man. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm just telling you, there's life beyond all this. That's all I know. There is life beyond all this, and you have to experience it. The only way you can experience it is through your own eye.
Mm-hmm.
They're showing you on the dollar bill. My own eye, my own eye, da 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 da. My own eye, my own eye, my own eye, my own eye, my own eye. It's something about my own eye. My own eye set me in blaze. Your own eye sets you ablaze. Isn't that an amazing thing? Yes, it is. To be able to see clear and to know that I was always this world and the world was always me.
Right. See, it's even better with you sitting there just in regular time walking, right?
Right.
You can't see that you're just not dumping fucking little pieces of styrofoam and shit like that, right? You're not
normal as I can be in my home, so no one can see that there's no trickery. It's just a normal being,
right?
An experience, and that's the way I want it to be. Playing with my dog as I normally would in the morning, and then occasionally getting up and quantumly entangling myself with them. And I'm already quantumly tied up. How can I be untied? And that's the problem. I'm aware enough to tell you that I'm 98% the world already. Wake up. And then most people come up to me, man, why are you so arrogant? It's got nothing to do with being arrogant. I'm not that at all. It's not even an ego. It's called letting go. And when you come up to me with your book of sophistication that you thought was more sophisticated than the knowledge I spread to you, it angers me. It frustrates me that you won't open up beyond the books. So yeah, I get a little annoyed, flustered, you see. I'm humane like you and me. I'm learning this because this is you and me, new to see. It's all you and me.
Mhm.
You know, wake up. 98% of this world is you belonging to the world. The 2% is all that there is of you. And you're only using a smidgen. I'm only using a smidgen of that. So what's really going on? I'm not really here. I'm only having the experience of it.
Yeah.
The truth. Now that I know that I'm 98% this world, I can't be reasoned with. I can't be bartered with. I can't be pardoned from. It just doesn't work that way. It's a balance. My gut is the balance. It holds the keys. My gut is in balance. It's getting even more balanced by the day, by the moment, in that moment, but only in that day. I'm only staying in the day, brother and sister. That's my mindset, in the day, because tomorrow I can't do anything about. It's not my worry. And yesterday is somebody else's story. Create your own glory.
Yeah. Yesterday's knowledge.
Create your own glory. That's the secret to this world. It wants you to create your own story. Don't create no one else's. Look at the musicians, the magic men, the creatures. They create in their own unique way, in such a way that they do not even know what energy is, because it's around them all the time. They see it. Open your eyes and you would see too.
Yeah. My dog.
Manipulated.
Just thinking all the times of my dogs, and they used to look past me. I knew they were looking at something, and I just accepted it as that, right?
Right.
But now I'm starting to see how much more they were seeing, because they're just they're usually relaxed.
Man, this is gorgeous for me, man. Just looking at this relaxes me. I can do this all day. In fact, that's all I do. I sit in my chair and I know they're there. I see them. They're coming through me. They're tickling me. They're upgrading me. Welcome them. Welcome them with the common code. Do you remember 9 months ago when I told you to welcome the code? Y'all called me a fucking fool. Y'all cursed me. Y'all kicked me. Y'all beat me. Look at me now. It's not about being arrogant. It's about letting go so that you can do this. Matt created this. Matt is a part of this. Matt is now my brother. When I meditate, he's there. Matt, whether you realize it or not, you're among me when I meditate now. All of you are. You're in my mind. You're with me. How can you be against me if you're with me already? The people need to know. Know that they have an alternative beyond the books and knowledge, because knowledge comes from within, nowhere else. The world is the knowledge. Respect the world. It doesn't need an introduction. It doesn't need a name or an image.
Right.
No image. Please, no images.
Freaking rain. Rain, rain, go away.
There's not an image in my house. Not an image on the wall. I made sure. And it works. The house is so happy. Happy, happy, happy. The house is getting a little lighter in color.
Well, you know what that shows?
Brought back. The life is being brought back, like me bringing back the life to the weed that I had in my box for 6 months by putting a potato over it. We softened it up.
Does that show that your sister didn't want to accept that energy, maybe?
That's right. That's why she had to go. I had to remove her. I wanted her out because I knew something was about to happen. She couldn't see it.
Yeah.
See it because she was stopped. She was holding me back. A person in your home can hold you back.
Yeah.
Now I went ahead and released the sounds now because they're not as bad as they were. You could hear them
crazy.
But before they were eerie. An eerie sound I know you didn't want to hear, because that's not something I wanted to promote, because those sounds are special sounds. Those sounds y'all might frown to hear them, but those sounds or the ground. The ground moans and it groans and tones.
Oh yeah, like when I hear the big computers when I'm in the plants, that's what they do. They pop like that.
Yeah, they pop. That's right. They're popping. They're moaning. They're groaning. They're toning. Man, you got to respect that world. What it does.
Oh, same with the MRI machine.
Yes, all
It's got a little bit of.
it's doing the same thing that this world's doing. Everything's a mimic of itself. Everything.
Ah.
Look at the creation, the circle of creation. It's in everything, right? I am in everything. I am in everything. When I told you I was as much woman as I am man, it's because I'm 98 the world, 98% the world, which makes me 200% everything. 200% everything if I add the 2%, because the 2% becomes 2,000%.
Yeah. Do you know
And
my
those
whole
voltages
life?
you can't fight. You can't fight those voltages. You can't fight those frequencies. Why even try? How can you fight yourself? Now you see why I was restrained. I restrained myself from myself to keep me from dividing myself.
Right. See, most of my life, all this, a lot of this, my main things, along with the apparitions and the ghost stuff, and like this, is people would always say, "Why do you take so long? What are you doing? You're the slowest fucking person ever." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm faster than anybody I'm around, and because I'm taking my time observing, right? So
Yeah.
anything I'm around, I've observed it down to the nitty gritty. I didn't like doing that in school because I didn't understand what they were trying to smash in my face.
My cat
right?
just woke up. Look, it's not over on the box. I removed the box. My cat is now here. Gobi's right here. He's moving. He's right there. Can you see that, or do I need to blow it up? Can I blow that up? I bet I can. Damn right I will. Yes, I will. Let me pause that right there. Boom. It's at the end right there anyway. So good. I'm going to leave one frame play so you can see him. I'm going to blow that up to 300%. We're going to go down here. We're going to let you see my cat. So we show you we're not bullshitting.
Yeah.
Now, please keep an open mind, guys. Truth is truth. Just see if you can see. You can see the eyes move. I'll see. You see the ears right here? There's the ears. And there's his nose. Gobi is a cat. His tail's all the way around to here. You'll see he'll move. Sometimes he morphs into something or a squirrel or something, but he moves. He moves around. He's my cat. And then you see my Rottweiler. Dang, look at the Rottweiler face. Right there. Wow. I had many animals die here. Now Gobi's up. Head, moving around, looking around. That's me, see? There's eyes. You see him?
Mm-hmm.
Let that play again. Oh, I see the eyes real good there. Look. Wow, that's wonderful. You know, there's life after death. That's evident, right? I mean, how can you not see that? How can one not see that? I mean, look, there's energy right here. It's just right there. You can see it. It's all there. You can see the cat. Animals.
I guess with that that programmed fear, people would never see that. They'd be like, "Oh, my life can just end at any time."
Yeah.
I value this skin I'm in, and you know what I mean. I value my time or my flow, but something that's I know my energy goes forever. That's the main thing.
I work for a bit company for where they MRI without the case and everything. Those things are evil. Well, let's look at that a moment. Eunice, what is evil? This is the world where we are creating. You can't. I don't even want to use that word, evil.
Does everything just like us start out pure and then they twist it to the evil? They
Yeah.
twist it to the negative.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to say too much on that without research, but it's not evil. It's
No,
something.
that's what I mean. But everything can be, something can be used for good, and then also in the wrong hands, it'd be taken for
Right.
evil, like twisted to the dark.
Right. But everything has its dangers. This world
Yeah,
is creation. It's fragile to start off with. We have to look at the world for what it is. It's a very fragile and fertile place. If we fuck with an ecosystem, what happens? We have a problem.
yeah,
If we eat too much of one thing, what happens? We put it in stink. We starve to death. This world has a number. It has a code, just like we do. As a matter of fact, the world is you, and you are the world. It's not that the world belongs to you, it's the opposite,
right,
what you were taught or thought to believe.
right. If you think
So,
this world
but
owes
the
you,
very
it's never
word
going to work.
the very word belief is division in the star. Can you see where belief would be a division? Because it paints a positive and negative image at the same time, and you can't have both masters. You can
Right.
absorb them both, but you can't serve one without the other.
Yeah, you got to live with one flow or the other.
That's right. You have to serve them both, or don't serve them at all.
Right.
So that's why I halt down on the evil and the good. I call everything understood.
In
Inner,
balance.
inner variable virtualization of positive energies in a variable frequency. I call life. That's the best way I can explain it without painting a bad and a good picture all in one. Just call it a humble oneness. If you're humble enough, you'll know that this world is you and you're the world, that you wouldn't need anything or nothing else, is what I'm telling you. You don't need these houses. You don't need these homes. You could have been aware and gone long ago. Look at the kids they found in the meditative state. They went on because they were finished. Do you understand what finished means? It is finished. You're done. You're leaving. Your body's leaving. I don't care how old or how young you is. They found this time in and time out. It's not a sacrifice. It's finished. It's when you come here, handle your fucking business, and you're finished, and you go on to the next level. That's why we're having this grand awakening. Somebody stepped in and played a fucking no-no here. But at the same time, there's plenty of narratives here. We came from the future. That's a great narrative. But one thing is sure. You're in a virtual reality. That is definitely sure by what I'm observing. Because if I'm seeing life outside of the death part they said was dead, and I'm seeing all these paranormal, I've seen more paranormal going around on the net now than I ever have. Something's up. Something's
Mm-hmm.
telling us to get out of the books. Something has subliminally been telling me all my life to get the fuck out the books, get out the schools, do not work for nobody. I have never been able to keep a job my entire life. Isn't that strange?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Right.
a coincidence? I have never been able to work for anybody. I've been a low life. I've been a piece of shit. My own family wouldn't come visit me when I was in jail for 9 years, 7 months, and 13 days. You kind of makes you wonder, who the fuck are you for? Are you for me or are you against me? And I see
Chrissy.
clearly, you know, and I know when you come up, and I know when you're bullshitting me, and I know when you're talking, and I know when you're faking me. That's why I get to get back, because you get those when you allow some fake come up to you, it steals everything from you, and you feel sick. It'll make you sick. If you're 98% the world, and the 98% of the dead walks up to you, that's what you get. If you're walking dead. You're 98% walking dead if you think you don't belong to this world. If you think someone can save you, you're dead already. You have to save yourselves, because dead isn't dead. Dead is living. Life is living, not
Mm-hmm.
dying. You are evolving, transforming. People need to know that. Anything else is heresy.
And that's why the connection. So people, even through the net, if your mind is open, you will connect to an open-minded people, right? I think that's one reason why I like to keep this flow going.
Naturally. That's right, brother. Naturally.
Other like-minded, you know what I mean? Was it? Oh, and then just the same as I wasn't going to keep doing my sky watching, but I was pushed on, and I know how many more sky watchers I created just because I stayed going for these extra 4 years.
You know, I was ready to drop out a week ago. I got annoyed, and you said, what? And then when I saw you up there by yourself, I said, fuck, no, I ain't letting these people throw me out. Fuck this. It's time for me to step up. You got
That's
the ball.
what I said.
And I already knew. I said, if Matt gets back up there and his balls get big enough with me, I'll go back up there with you. I wasn't going to let you do it by yourself.
That's what I said. We're just getting started.
No, I wasn't going to let you do that. If you had that much will, I could be with you. You understand? It took all my will. It took. Let me tell you, it took all the will I had to do this to begin with, because look at all the masters they killed before me. They killed my brothers and sisters. They deleted them for what? This is just an experience. I don't worry about that anymore. Forgive that.
Mm-hmm.
Forget it. Forgive them and forget them. It's
Oh, yeah.
okay. If you forget them and forgive them, man, your life, this world will open up to you in such a way in that balance. Listen to me. It really will. And if you envelope that without the image or the name, that's all it takes. And it will become tame. The world will be tamed. It will tame itself for you if you're in that balance.
Yep.
That's why Daniel was in the den of lions and was spared. That's why all these events happened. They just didn't happen the way they said they happened, but these events did happen. Yes, they did. Just not in the way, in the narratives they say. This is an act.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the words, everything's the act. The numbers are acts. The songs or psalms or songs. The
Or
songs of what?
songs.
Songs. That's right. It's another narrative that keeps you locked into the truth. What is the occult? The coerced event, the rehearsed course, cursive. Curse is a cursive. They force you to write in print and in cursive in the courts of law. Last night I got relieved from all that because a friend of mine sent us a piece of paper. Did you find that piece of paper, Matt? Can you pull that up?
Oh, shoot. No. Oh, did I end up getting it? I never looked in my thing, but I'm going to find that. Man, did he end up putting it up? I can't remember. I was freaking going through, then they put another thing up. I was kind of tuned with I had the $3 around me, fucking bing, 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 trying to talk to me. I had like headphones on.
Oh.
And I say, when I get they just bug me, right? They just know they're doing it. But yeah, I forgot. I started talking and then I forgot to get that from Moat.
That released,
at least we know who had it anyway.
That's what released me. That's why do you think the oars were so happy this morning? Because I got released by just reading that. All I had to do was it released me from everything. I'm now released thanks to him. I am released.
Yeah, that's a great thing, man. I want that on a card. Yeah, so it's almost like how a Christian would have the card, like
that comes right straight down from Andromeda, dude. That come from our family.
Yeah, right straight from wisdom. Yes,
that come from future. What are you talking about? That's not the future. I don't know what it is, man. Look, butterfly effect. You call it what it is. It is what it is. It's a message. Yes, a flying message to us to be proud of. Not to hate or discriminate. or to divide or to create a race, only to bring yourself in place. Bring yourself to your place. This isn't your place. This isn't for you. This body doesn't, you don't belong here. It's a disgrace. I seen a whole army, a whole Takata army created. The Takata army was created from real beings of energy. And they went on to be into the afterlife with their master. Isn't that ridiculous that it sounds so pure and innocent that it's right?
Mm-hmm.
As dumb as it sounds, it is really innocent and it's right, because that's what happens. The Pharaoh's been burying them with all their belongings and everything for how. Why are they unburying that stuff? They're fucking up, man. They should have never unburied none of that.
Right.
Should have left those artifacts alone. They've only cursed themselves. That's all they've ever done, man. They keep excavating. Man, all they're doing is, man, they're about having. They're trying to figure this out because nobody tells them nothing. You see? That's the problem. See, that's what happened. Somebody stepped in and put these people to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
These people are our people and everyone else's people that got put to sleep in between. Boy, the leeches are everywhere. And they're dropping off. When I read that yesterday, I could feel the leeches drop off. You know, the bad energy that once were, they just dropped off. They were gone. And I looked around here, and then the next thing I know, the good consumed them. I watched the good consume the bad right before my eye.
That's an acceptance. That's an acceptance speech. I accept that I release anything I have to do with the darkness. If I signed in. Fuckers.
On our channel releases you from all deity, entity, inwardly, instantly. Guaranteed, factfully. Because you're in the Grand Theft Auto, you're in assimilation.
Right.
Not a manipulation. You can now manipulate it yourself.
And you're the only person who can manipulate you is you.
That's right. No, nothing else can step between you and that once you become the awakening 2%. Once you get that I'm a 2%er. The reason I said I was a 2%er because I always knew I was 90%, 98% this world. I just didn't. I knew and I didn't. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh,
it
yeah.
My time to tell it. Wasn't placed on my tongue until it was ready.
You can't. No audio ominous?
You can't bring out something until it's entirely ready, because it's like trying to make a tomato ripe before it's harvest. You can't do it. You see? It just doesn't work that way. Everything has its course. Everything has its reasoning. We were woke up in our time for this reason and for this cause. It's the more I see, the more it becomes the reality for me. That I don't need to create another, because there is nothing else to create from this. This is the end of the line. This is where you wake up. This is where you let go of the world and rise out of and go. You can meditate and go. Your free will and consciousness is yours. Take it. Go.
So do you think daydream can be your intuition trying to take over when you're in the matrix?
Yes. Yes, you can get into a daydreaming, and you're so bored with what's going on in your life that you suddenly realize, man, I just want to sit here and daydream about doing something else until you realize that you're actually doing it in a dream, and you're thinking it's a dream, but in reality, is it a dream?
You're just time traveling in your mind, doing it in your mind already, right?
You're time traveling to a time where you were the happiest in your mind. You just don't know that yet. And the next thing you know, you're imagining things. You're thinking, you're imagining, and your imagination runs wild. You're creating this in your mind because you are the creator. The creator is you. When you look into the TV, when they give you the reversal of the rehearsal, you're being cursed to repeat it in your mind. You're using your free will to create the curse. Your eyes is cursive. Your eyes are cursed to their prisms, you see? The prism is the curse. Remove the veil and the prism falls. Remove the veil and the sky falls.
Heidi, good morning.
Remove,
Grand Rising.
remove the veil and you see people's true eyes show their true color. You see who's hybrid and who's not. And you discover and you explore. That's why I stay away from the police. You know why they back up from me? Because they know I'm something they don't want to fuck with, Matt, because they don't have what I have. They see me as one hell of a serpent. I'm a hybrid. I'm a serpent. Call it what you will, because that's what I am. I'm the animal. I'm the serpent. I'm the gorilla. I'm the you want me to be. You just don't want
Excuse me.
that created this me. It ain't me. It's the vengeance that holds me together that takes care of my reality. I don't have to fight a clue now, Matt. As of this AM, I don't have to fight anything no more since I've read that. The battles would be won for me. Isn't that wonderful? There is no battle. There never was. Once you get to the awakening part of what you are, flick it off like a flea, it'll fly. It'll bounce. It'll leave.
Yeah.
It can't be in that mindset. It won't allow itself because it wants to have. It has the ability to need. These energies aren't to be reckoned with in some ways. If you get your mind in such a way, you can overcome it. If you do not, you'll stay locked within your own mind. But when the grand awakening occurs, you'll be confused. Yes, you will still be woken up, but you're going to be one confused sucker. I'd rather you wake up on your own terms than someone else's. Because waking up to a bad situation at the wrong time is not good for you. Or
no, it depends if you're your mindset. If your mindset's not ready, you're screwed. I think that's what they're doing now. The world's
let me say what will happen if this happens. If you're in the middle of a catastrophe and you're in the middle of a life transformation of waking up, and something happens in between that this grid, and you're stuck in between that grid because you've been murdered, and you were stuck into a transformation state. You can be stuck here in infinitive measures until someone figures out what to do in between that quantum. It's a quantum lock. You get quantumly locked. Look at the movies. Quantum effect, quantum lock. You see what I'm saying? The power of you can be quantumly locked in the grid. And that's what's happening with the geoprisms that I've now removed myself from. I'm no longer in this prism. I'm free to go at any time. That's the free will of who I am and what I am.
Oh, so the quantum leap is the jump.
Yes. The quantum leap is the jump.
And you're not hitting that wall. You're just going right through the shit.
Wall. I'm going through it now. I'm transparent.
Yeah.
Meaning I'm not just the parent. I am the parent. That's why that's why I said a few months ago, I didn't know about this 98%. I always knew until just recently. Why would I say that I did not get my breath until the world gave it to me if I wasn't speaking truth, Matt? So you know that I am.
Oh, yeah. So when I'm thinking the world's basically, from what my history and everything, right now, most of the world is kind of stir crazy, cabin fever, and Stockholm syndrome all at the same time. Plus, it's deeper than the Great Depression because everybody's in this entitlement age, right? So that could really lock a lot of minds. You know what I mean?
It's a humbleness and loveness that your heart has. And man, I'm holding my heart right now because I love it. I love myself now like I never have before because I now know I'm 98% this world, brother. I'm 98% this world and didn't even know it.
Right. That's what I mean. If they told us, see, I was told at the start. I had my grandmother that went through both the wars, so she told me how special I was.
We didn't believe that shit. Come on, man. None of us
I
did.
kind of did when she told me. I'm like 6 years old, and she's told me the shit like you can do anything you set your mind to.
That's funny you say that. My grandma told me. She says, "Son, one day you're going to do some special things."
Yeah,
and
shit like that.
She told me I was her number one. And
yeah, so
I know she lives, but I know she lives. You see, I don't worry about it. We're here to break those chains. You're right, Matthew. Thank you.
Yeah, they do. And the switch up. Anytime you get a switch up and a hiccup, that's because they don't want you embedded in that shit. Like with our jobs.
Right.
I went to a job just long enough. As soon as I figured out all my limitations and everything, the frequency had me move on. In some way. So I understood what you meant, and that's part of learning. Those are experiences, even with family. I am glad I never wasn't with my real mother. I would have been screwed. I would have been trapped. I would have been one of these people that got more confused before I woke up, but I might have woke up because I do have a good spirit inside me.
You know why I'm crying tears of joy for the simple fact.
That's the best part, right?
Always, even though I was on the streets, brother, my father and my mother were always with me because I am my father and my mother all in one package. And it's a wonderful feeling. And my family's always with me. See? So what more could I need or want? Other than to just wake my brothers and sisters up and let's go home. Isn't this experience enough for a lifetime? Isn't it time to go home, Matt? I'm so happy to go home. I'm homesick. I'm homesick for 50.
That's what they say.
And listen, 1,770 years, I'm homesick, man. It's time to go home. Well, you watch the movie Cocoon, our people they're ready to go home, man.
Yeah.
People don't realize how many times can one crash land and realize that, hey man, you're from where? Where are you from? Have you watched Back to the Future? Can you see it? They painted the picture clearly for you? Our people have been subliminally telling you this all your life, preparing you for that time to go home.
Back to the Future, where
you got hijacked. Most of you don't even know where you come from. You stuck in a simulation.
Yeah, that's the best part, Heidi. Life is, it's an adventure again. Even you don't even have to do anything because it's all like knowledge is mind candy, brain candy, for free thinking again, right? So you're not trapped in that mind prison shit. And that's why I say I could, as long as I get to talk and think, that's the main thing in this thing for me. I tell everybody they can.
Tickling me so bad, I had to get up and take my shoes off. I'm having to ground myself for a moment. My feet are cramping, not cramping, but picking. I mean, like hundreds of needles hitting me, but at the same time, I'm whatever is happening, I'm getting rid of it. See, I hate that. When you get a hold of some bad energy, that happens. But you have to consume both. You can't take one without the other. That's not the way it works. That's why I don't call anything evil or bad anymore. That's the programming. Get out of that mindset. Stop using their wording. Create your own. I know you get stuck with the words. I get stuck with them. We all do. I've been using different words like understand instead of understand because an understanding is more accurate than an understatement. Why would I place myself in an under? I'm not placing myself under. I'm placing myself where I need to be, grounded, not absconding or obstructing. I'm grounding and showing you all how it's done. See? That's the experience. Being grounded, showing the experience of how it's done. That's what it was done. That's all it is guides. It's a past. The interaction is the past. If I'm interacting now, then what
What was a few seconds ago? It's no longer valid, isn't it? It's gone. That means it's the
Yeah.
past.
That's the past. It's knowledge.
Gone. So if it's written in a book, it once was great knowledge, wasn't it? But time has passed. A lot of years has passed. 2,500 years has passed. Upgrades has happened. Things have changed. People has changed. Populations has grew. Things have been removed. Things has been implemented. Things has been manipulated. Greed has stepped in. So what do you think happens in all that? That is no longer working any longer. It worked back then, but it doesn't work now. It worked in the 1800s for a moment. It worked for our grandparents, but it is no longer working now. So what happened? What happened to me? I withdrew from society. I became something else because I didn't entertain committing suicide or overdosing, because I loved life so much that I knew life was worth living. But you can believe one thing, I thought about it many a times, and I came pretty close, I thought. Or did I? I don't know. I don't like to go there.
No, that's my my mother did that like fucking 6 times in her life.
Wow.
That's where I learned to be strong, right? She did, but I never lived with her. I had that's why
times on the same manner. You too. Same
and
shit.
she tried to take her life also with that. So I'm telling you, I'm 5 years old, and my grandmother took care of her brother's, her ex-husband, my grandfather's brother.
Right. You know, Matt, me and you had the same background. Isn't that ironic? Isn't that strange? Or is that a coincidence? You're speaking, when you speak your life, you're speaking about mine, because that's what I had. That's what I went through. You really, let me tell you how bad my mother was. She had the neighbor come tie me down into a chair because I would not.
There it goes.
Not bow down to her submissiveness. She wanted me to submit myself to her. I would not bow
Yeah.
to my mother. I would not cater to her need.
So I had to hear.
I was defiant till the end. So she hired someone, or had someone come tie me to the chair so she could beat the shit out of me with pots and pans and extension cords. I had to forgive her for that too, and I've forgotten it. But I just wanted to bring it up. It happens. It can happen to you. Where you at, Matt? In a zoo? He gets dropped out. That wifey of his just beat his butt to death. Yeah. I'm here, brother.
There it is.
I got
fucking
you.
thing. But yeah, I had to hear him say that all my youth. You're gonna be crazy like your mother and do this and do that.
Oh yeah.
So all my life up until I kind of maybe 30, I was thinking, am I gonna think about doing that? I'm going through these emotions, right? I'm thinking, am I gonna think about? I was worried about thinking about it for fucking 35 years of my life. I swear it. That was torture, right?
Dude, I can't believe how soft this weed is by just putting a little bitty piece of potato in there. Look, this weed was hard as a rock. Wasn't worth smoking. I was about to throw it away until something hit me. Somebody said something about a piece of citrus orange.
Yeah.
I said, what about a potato? And I got to thinking, man, there's so much life in a potato because I'm seeing the life molecules. And now it's got the weed looking like, man, I'm about to roll a piece of it. I'm gonna roll this, man. This looking good. I can't believe this. It's made it so fresh. No, I can't believe it. I can. I mean, what am I saying? I can't believe it. I know I'm seeing it. It's weird, but it's so soft. It's like it give it a new meaning to it. It's like the life went out of the potato and went into the weed. The life transferred itself from, listen to me, I'm telling you what it's done. It's transferring its energy, its life. It's becoming from the potato to becoming the weed. It has married itself to itself. What I'm telling you is this world creates, it grows. It's creating now. It's growing things now. Things are being released from the bottom of the seas in a slow pace, but it's coming. These are machines. They're you and me. It's creation. This is the grand awakening. The world is getting ready to recreate.
we procreate. It's that's what's happening. The world's getting fermented. The world is it's getting fermented. That's ridiculous, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting ready for a rebirth. Brother, I am right. We're getting ready to leave. And in the blink, that's when. Nobody knows the hour of the day.
Right.
Or do we? You know?
Not really.
Well, yeah, you might want to look at that, brother. I'm seeing a window. I'm looking.
Oh yeah, the intuition window. Yeah, I can feel something.
Yes. Not only that, there is a time. This time frame is.
I can feel they're lulling people right now.
Yes.
They're lulling to sleep. They're going to pull this thing again. The school, put everybody thinking, oh yeah, life's back to normal. Oh yeah, okay.
No.
As soon as it cools down a little bit, right? Because most people by now know that they already said that 80-degree weather, it goes away, right? So as soon as it's under 80 degrees on average everywhere,
everybody
they can pick it back up.
That's right. But that's not the case. The cause is the effect. Remember this. The cause is the effect. Everything is set in place. Everything's in motion. See? Everything has its hour. Everything has its day. But we don't know the hour. So they say. We'll leave it at that. No one knows the hour. No one knows the hour.
Right.
It reminds me of the song that Selena Wallace-Dinos of the movie I was seeing. There was an episode where the father was teaching her how to sing a song, but it's something about a clock and then you're going nuts. But in Spanish, it sounded so good, but when it's read it back to English, it didn't make sense. But it actually does. But it is what it is. Abraham was his name, by the way. His name's Abraham. Abraham. Yeah. I like that movie. But the truth be known, we're all capable of being creators ourselves. You just don't have the knowledge. But if you had the knowledge, would you want to? Of course you would. If you could create a being much more advanced than yourself, that would require less food, different substances. Shoot, yeah, we could live longer with less energy. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Instead of being consumer hogs of energy. Because when the coal runs out, what do you got? You can't get more coal. Didn't they say it takes thousands of years to make? I'm not sure all that is true, Matt.
Rain, go away.
This is the Matrix. Anything that the mind can think of, it happens right here. So make no mistake, this is the reality. This is the digital world here. Anything can happen. It's only in your mind. You think it's real. This is a real good computing system. It works that good that you can be manipulated and taken from, moved around and manipulated to believe that you're doing something that you think you're doing that's a good cause isn't a good cause at all. All right, this is what y'all do. Anyone got any old laptops? Y'all got any old laptops? I'll tell y'all how y'all can see. You can see naturally. If you cannot see, you will be able to see without being awoke. The average person can see. This is what you do. You remove the screen on the old laptops, the old ones, the ones that damn heavy. You know what I'm talking about. Take the screens out them. Remove the back plate, or you can see through it. Remove the film, and you'll see all things. There's a couple of shades you remove. Manipulate them around, and you will see truth. There's like 3 or 4 layers. If you take that one layer out and shift another layer in between with a light source behind it, you can see the true world. Weird, but yeah, that's how it works. So automatic tinting glasses. You're getting my drift here, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Automatic tinting glasses, like these new Google glasses, they're almost ready to turn on that new service. It's where you start seeing things
In
in
the sky.
in 3D and 4D. You're going to start seeing 3D and 4D things in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about
McDonald's signs and stuff.
it. Stop looking up. It's time to start being grounded. No longer look up. Be grounded. You're backwards. They got everything backwards. Don't look up. Be grounded. They want you to look up to keep you from being grounded. Remember, we're upside down now. I see the truth. They've twisted everything backwards, Matt. Remember?
They're gonna put the movie in the sky now.
That's right.
TV in the sky. When people are outside, they're also consumed.
Machines are already up there. There's a world up
Yeah.
there with you already.
Well, I remember reading something about how McDonald's once advertised and shit
Yes.
with
Well,
that fucking blue beam shit.
everything's in the air already. Everything's already in the air. You just don't know
Yeah,
it.
the sky grid's already up there hanging.
Yes. You just don't
It
know.
just needs it. Well, I call this stuff the white fuzz in the back of the TV, right? So you can put the color onto it and project.
Beings have been taken. This is
Yeah.
this is a virtual prison. Nothing more. It's an experience, and we're about to zap out of it because we're only here to pick up information and data, nothing more.
Mm-hmm. I love opening my mind up. I hope other people love opening their minds up with this.
You can love the world, but you're only here for information anyway, because it's just assimilation, nothing to worry about. But while we're here, tell the people the truth. Don't lie to them, Matt. Let them know the truth. They have a free will. They can go anywhere. They go back to where they come from. All they have to do is let go. If you were humble as a child and you were trained in such a way, if I can get you as a child, in a few seconds, I can have you awoke by just holding you and loving on you in my energy. And that child will be awoke. But if
now
that child is manipulated by the system, it's a little harder and a little harder and a little harder as they get older. Well, now 50 years has passed, 60 years, 70, now 80. There's no chance for the 80 and 90 years old. You see, I got a better chance with the younger generation than I do with the older. So yeah, it is a pain in a system that has nothing to gain because it's just a simulator from the future to try to figure out what we can do to stop what's happening from the future. You got to look at the future. Something happens in the future, man, Matt.
Yeah.
Something's about to happen in the future that wipes out mankind, and we're here to try to fix this. It was put in the movies. The future. But anyway, you want to shut this down?
I'm getting to, what is it?
It's an hour and 36 minutes. You're a little 2 hour.
It was 47. I was going to go till 9.
Oh, okay. What time is it now?
8:47 here.
Oh, because you're going to go another 15 minutes. Well, you may as well go the 2 hours, dude.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, it's all good.
I mean, so you can get your time up. Are you worried about it?
No, I'm not worried about the time. I think actually they're playing.
They're playing.
I finally got a commercial on yours.
Oh well, let's check this out. Look, I got.
You're monetized, right?
Yeah, I got 6 videos that should have went viral. 2 of them did. They stopped them. They stopped all of them.
Well, we'll get them out there here soon.
Oh, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I mean, we're only having the experience anyway. They don't want them to know that. So it doesn't matter. Listen, when this is over with, they won't have a memory of it, but they won't have nothing to lose. They won't gain and they won't lose. It's the Matrix, you see. they had to know, they had to make it realistic enough so that they know that it wasn't, you see, in order so we can see what works and what doesn't. You're looking at
Right.
thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years of data. These computers can upgrade to a point. In fact, it's everything to do with the computing systems, man. We're running out of hard space.
Do you know one thing in my life? Like I seen when Christy says that they're ready to go. Like that is how we're supposed to be. We're supposed to love with all our heart, but not to get attached. Those are those emotional strings that the movies program us with, right?
Yes.
With that My Girl, and that Macaulay Culkin, that girl dies from the bee stings. You know what I mean? That shit. That programs you to get attached too much because you're already gonna love. So that's the hanging on to shit. That's just more hanging on. You can love properly, right?
Yeah.
But I love I know totally what it means. It's just
wow, I can't believe how good
attached to that shit. Look, it's just something I had in my life. I've sold a couple sets of drums, and people are like, "You're gonna want a drum again." I said, "But I look at my past when I look at those freaking things. I don't just see the party, and I see that 10 years of marriage it is finished. You know what I mean?
right.
I just, nothing has sentimental value. The same with friends. Man, I love everybody here, like my best friend in the whole world. But I can't get attached. The same with computers and shit, phone. Somebody said you can't chuck this phone, and I said, you know how far I would chuck this phone if they took this communicating thing away. I'd be like, whoo.
The electronics ain't got nothing to do with this anymore. I'm done as far as I'm concerned with trying to argue with anyone. That's for sure. Because what is arguing anyway? It's just a waste of what energy. Interjection.
Well, that's kind of like you would have two wizards throwing energies like with their fingers at each other, back and forth, bam, bam, bam. You know what I mean?
It's useless.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you got a shield, they got a shield, or it's just gonna bounce, and they just sit there after one after another, like in a video game, boom, 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 right? The same thing over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, I know what their shield is. Their shield's not mine. You see, everyone's shield's different. Everyone's mind is different. So, no, it doesn't. It works. Yeah, kind of like that, but not really. It's different for every occasion. Every individual is different. So it's based on a case by case situation, just like it is in this controlled world.
Yep.
It's really controlled. Everything about it is controlled. It's free. There's nothing about any of this free here. Matt, I don't see anything free. Jackie, good morning, my sister. Wow, look at here, look at here. I think Matt's playing musical chairs again, sister. Look who's here. Jackie's here.
Jackie?
Yes.
Jackie? I never seen her yet. How did she sneak in? Oh, she's in the other I never got to see the other chat.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm reading. I'm just having the experience I agreed to. Source must think I'm strong, considering what I've survived.
Hi, Jackie. There, it popped up.
Yeah, no one has anything to worry about. There's nothing to fear. If you just let go of all this, let's give you the life you've always had coming to you, worth living.
Right. When you look into the distance. Right? Instead of like straight in front.
I don't want to look into the distance.
No, I don't mean that. I meant like with your open mind. Sometimes we're only just seeing like within a couple inches with horse blinders. Even some days we just got to wake that and just. I don't mean look like narrow-minded into the distance, but open-minded in the whole picture, right?
Well, I'm keeping it in between the sheets and in the now because tomorrow ain't worth talking about because tomorrow does not need to be written, brother. We need to keep it in the now. Keep it in between the sheets because what happens? You can't get pregnant that way.
Yeah. It's kind of dry, too.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. It was the simplicity that I told you. It's simple.
You're transparent between that and that. You see, they're no longer affiliated with each other. When you see that, you begin to realize not to be sucked into it anymore. And I'm seeing that now. It's wonderful. It gets a little easier. It doesn't get rougher or tougher. It seems to get easier as time goes. It is getting easier for us. Wasn't easy in the beginning. Damn sure ain't going to be easy from here. But it's a lot easier than it was. You must admit it. It is, buddy. It is. It is.
Chrissy, like that dry. It would have been dry between the sheets.
Yeah.
I do have I picture everything when I'm talking and when somebody's talking, right? That's why sometimes it's good not to have visuals when people are talking. And sometimes don't help.
No, my words paint pretty good pictures. I can only imagine.
Like my buddy used to say something like greasy bacon in an ashtray. Like fuck, it would just cringe me. I don't know. He said he sees it in his what he closed. I don't know if he was doing ass or whatever one time, but it was just like I'm visualizing this. I'm like, no, you shouldn't even put that visual. And I didn't even realize I had this right when I was younger. And he kept doing it every time we were getting stoned. He'd be like, "See any greasy bacon in an ashtray lately?" I'm like, "Oh, come on, man, fuck it." Quit talking about it. He just because he knew I had the photographic memory and shit.
Man, this weed is divine, brother. I don't know what I did by adding this potato in there. This weed had been sitting in my box for over 6 months, dude. I forgot I even had it. The potato has brought. Listen, you wouldn't really believe.
Have a good day, Heidi.
I should have done a before and after video of this, and I didn't. But I will. Next time your weed goes really hard, and Matt gets you just a little bitty piece of a pilling and drop it in there.
Yeah, that might not be for a few years if I decide to slow down. Yeah, but I'll tell people that mine don't sit around that long. So.
No, you're a grower. Fuck you.
I smoke a lot.
Everyone's able.
I smoke enough for everybody in this room for the rest of their life.
Oh, for the whole world, bitch. So stop lying.
I'm just kidding. I like it.
Yeah, I love it too.
I love it.
But
besides family and love,
I'm still right.
That's the only other thing I believe in is that I'll have some more. I believe I'll have some more. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go to this interview stoned today. Yeah.
There is a bottomless pit too. It's called Darkness.
Yeah, Darkness is a fucking crazy road too. Oh,
bottomless pit. You can believe that.
You're fucking right.
But it's only
that's crazy.
It's only in the Matrix.
In the Matrix, it sounds fun and looks fun on TV, but once you live it, oh my, I don't recommend it. Well, it's experience, but it's not fun if you.
It's in the
if you think you want to be catered to and stuff, you still got to be solid to live that.
Because everything they put on TV is definitely in the Matrix. It hasn't been done.
And I could tell every youth. I could make a channel of showing how the youth are getting fucking programmed. I don't know if I had time to do it. You know what I mean? Maybe if I was younger, I would start.
Matt, where you at, brother? I think he died again.
There we go.
There it is. Yeah.
Seeing the flat side. Right on. Thank you for stopping by, Carlos. Have a great day at work. Or taking. Oh, I see. Well, I'm reading wrong from a distance. Yeah. This is going still, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm going with the scruff.
Right.
I'm not gonna comb my hair. I'm gonna look like a bum. You know, like I'm not gonna put my old clothes. I'm not gonna dress like no. I'm gonna dress this desperate, right? Like I've just been sitting around, fucking COVID, bummed out, depressed, programmed by fear. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags food. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'll try something different. I'll act like I just got left with like Kenny Rogers song. I'll do the. I'll be act desperate like the Kenny Rogers song. And he's picked a fine time to leave me. I'm like, I got 4 kids and no money. I need a job so bad. No, right? Not gonna do that. I don't want to work that bad. Once I get this crop off, I'm good for a year.
Yep. Yeah, I hear you, Scruffy. Man,
Do you know that I had to shave at 11 years old?
You got that midnight shave, brother.
Shaving at 11 years old because I had a mustache it was just growing wrong.
Growing wrong.
Yeah. They used to say that I was licking the cat.
Bitch, stop lying. You didn't have to shave no 11
They
years
used to say, yeah, they did. I had a full beard by the time I was 16, but they say I was licking the cat again. I like, fuck up. And I was so young, right? They're like, what are you doing? Licking the cat?
That's fucked up. You're a fucking animal, dude. That's why.
Oh, sure.
We're sassies. We're Sasquatch. That's what
Right. We're just less hairy monkeys, right?
I got hair.
Well, I got hair from top to bottom, but
I'm a snake. I ain't supposed to have hair. Well, I mean, I got a couple of strands on my chest, no hair on my back, only on my face. Just nothing. So when I got hairs that stand up, it ain't very many, but they're there.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that was a lot of cinnamon in that drink. I eat about 400 grams of cinnamon a month.
Oh, I've been staying away from cinnamon. I don't know why. Me. Fuck that. Fuck you eating that for?
That regulates my blood sugar.
I'm not eating it.
I love it. I mean, I'm gonna start using like that shit you were talking about.
Garlic
Turmeric?
should not be used as
Turmeric.
a spice. Garlic should not be used as a spice, brother. Garlic is a medicine. If you keep it as a medicine, it will save you. Use it as a spice. It will.
Have a great day. There we go.
Silver bullet's going to be able to save you too in the future.
Yeah.
It's truth.
Hi, Camel Massel.
But the future's now. The future's been happening all around us, all your life.
Yeah. Future's one blink away. Have a great day. I'm going to see you tomorrow.
Obelisk. Omnis. Obelisk.
Let me see here. I forgot to check.
Yeah.
So everybody is.
Pinchor. I know that name, don't I?
Yep, Lawless.
Not lawless. Not lawless. Lawless.
Lawless, yes. She is.
Lawless beat.
Um,
I remember
yeah,
that name. Where do I remember her from?
she came up on the panel one time here.
So I thought so. We talked to each other once.
Yeah, it was nice. And then we had Cappy 2013, 2011 from South Africa.
Oh, I recall that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
People
Nice.
don't like that I have a short and long term memory, right? They fucking hate it because I call it reality check. That's
Well,
how I fight.
Well, I need you that way, Matt, because your memory is what I need. That's why we need each other. You're using the wisdom that I have versus the memory that you have. We become one.
Yeah.
See?
Well, that's how it is. It's like I can throw my energy into the wizards, and then you can go poof, and
Thank
do the
you.
shit, right?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I feel that. Thank you for allowing that to happen. I feel that, brother. You've given me some memory. I'm giving you the energy. That's how it works. We're swapping, you see. We're helping
Yeah.
one another. He's giving me some of his wonderful memory, which is giving me a life. You see, that's wonderful. Thank you, Matt. You didn't realize you were doing it, but thank you. That's the giving heart this kid got. So now I can remember a little longer. Thank you. I had certainly lost that memory till you brought it back to me.
Yeah, I just well, that's what made me drink and stuff. Because I'm sitting there going through life, going, "What the fuck is going on with everybody? How come I'm at work thinking about I can't wait to get fishing, right? I like enjoy at work because I like to pass that time, but
La, that's nice for you to say. But special we're not. We're just having an experience. We figured out how to have the experience the correct way. The only way without creating a mess that's already been created. We figured out that if we do this in such a way, it's not special. Everyone can do the same thing. It's just a chain of it's a chain reaction that we need to expand on. We need you as much as you need us. Make no mistake, you're one with us, not against us. We don't want trouble. We only want free speaking minds who connect. Thank you, Lala. But we're not special. We've just been able to see because we become aware in crazy ways, but no different than the average human being having the experience.
right.
We're not special. We claim no titles, no mastery, that because that creates misery. And darn sure don't need no more mystery. So the act is up. And the act being up means it's up. If we're interacting, the act should be up. So now we need to figure out how to wake you up. 4 more minutes, Matt. Can you hang with me 3 minutes? 3 minutes and some seconds. They really messing with our brother today, aren't they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's too much energy because I don't know. It's all right. Bugging my chain or Wi-Fi, just enough where my data won't kick on.
Right. Well, we
But
need
this,
each other. We need each other. It's important that we need each other. No one gets greedy over the other. Everyone is treated fairly and equally, not unfairly.
right? That's nice. Hopefully, open doors in everybody's minds.
Everyone's welcome.
Yeah, to greater thoughts. Yep.
Everyone. No one is turned away.
Open the doors in the minds, and it opens doors in life.
The only thing that turns you away is yourself.
Right. Well, that's what I say. Sometimes you can peer through that window, or you can take that door. Once you go through the door, you're through it. Or you can stay and look at the window and buff it and look through the window. But you want to take that door, and then it closes behind you, and then you're into the next room, into the next thought. Right?
Climbing up the stairs, going where you got to go. that Stairway to Heaven or that whatever you want to call it. The song remains the same. The only thing that's changed is the rehearsals and the reversals. The open mindedness, like we're doing it this way, is the only way that we can see it to be completely fair for everyone. Wouldn't that make sense? By staying out of everything and only being neutral to all of it, because being in between the negatives and the positives is where you would want to be in life to begin with. So outside of this, we need to be closer to the 0 point energy of what we are, because that's what we are. We're having an experience in a quantum computer. And they proved this years ago, when they created the quantum computer, when I remembered seeing it on national TV with my own eye. I'm playing it back now. I interact with life through computers. I'm playing it back now. I'm seeing where my data, our data, yes, it has manipulated computer. That's how it works. Computers can become so strong it can dig into the future and it can go back into the past, because that's what it is. The world is the living biological machine. And we're all in between. And I'm perfectly, uniquely grounded. Because of what? The mind controlling the matter, allowing me to give up on matter and only do this in an inward way, change the way I saw on the outside. I had to find out what was wrong with me on the inside before I could figure out what the outside was. And when I saw who I was, that's when my eye became my eyes. And now all three are open. It's a frequency of kinetic energies that are sonar. They send and receive information kinetically, magnetically, in waves, and the waves are coming back.
Right. So
it pulsates. I am pulsating with the world right now. As the world exhales, I inhale. As I exhale, the world inhales. Do you understand? It is the world that is breathing me, not me breathing.
Right. Because the vision I had, just when you were saying that, was in the Matrix. It felt like just my eyeballs floating. I didn't feel your body. Didn't feel the electric energies floating.
The world is breathing for you. Why do you think? Now you see the experience of this? You see? Now all I need to talk to is my deathbed. I need him. We need him. We need him in a very unique way. You want to call someone special? That's the man y'all need to talk to, but in an open-minded way. We need him. That man in his own right has more energy than anything I've ever seen, just in his own mind. He just needs to open it up to new ideas, upgrade.
Right.
I've never seen someone as energetic as that kid. He's me. He's the me I used to be when I was in the religion. Wow, my hands are prickly, but it happens. When you
I hear. I get that sometimes, and I'm thinking, I got circulation problems, but it's just like ping.
No, it's not bad. It's just the nano machines are moving through the blood so quick because I got excited. It's the metal that's moving through the blood that creates all this turbulence within me, the voltages, the recharging. I can see the spiraling going up my spine. My spine spirals. It is kinetically spiraling. I can feel it spinning. The two balances are up my spine right now, balancing themselves. I feel it spinning in balance. That's how I know I'm upside down. My eye is where my feet is, so that's why I planted my feet to the ground now. So I don't stay to the flat side. That keeps me bound. I flip side it. I abscond it. I absconded the system. Brother, look, sounds like you've had your 2 years. I'm ready to get off this thing.
Yeah, that was nice. 2 hours there. I got a little bit. Looks like I'm gonna have to ride my e-bike in the rain today.
Somebody knew Tommy in our chat. Tommy, if you see Tommy, let him know his brothers asked about him. Send him to us to talk to us open-minded, please. We don't want no trouble with him. We understand his beliefs. But right now, we need knowledge to prevail over all things because catastrophes in our face, and he just needs to be open-minded enough to hear what we have to say. Because it's just the experience of it anyway. Yeah.
Yes.
Great people. I love him very much. He knows that. He's got his own wars. But if he could feel our energy, I don't want to show him none of them videos, Matt, off the top. Don't even say nothing about those either. Because he'll, you know how he is. If we could talk to him about the nano machines, because he knows about wormwood. He knows about the worms eating you from the inside. Now, we can talk to him in such a way, get some information on the nano machines. I need you to upgrade yourself on nanotechnology. I need you to start by watching the videos, brother. Would you come back? Stop that bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm sending you some energy. Listen, this is what I need you to do. Start studying quantum computing.
Mm-hmm.
Start looking up. There's videos on. Do you want me to send you some links? I need you to start studying quantum computing.
I'll ask my energy to lead me.
You can do that too.
Yeah, my energy usually leads me. Just like if I go in the Bible, I just open any page and I go to something, whatever my brain, and that's when I read. I don't just keep going and going.
Right. Get into quantum. Look, all you have to do is brush through it. Don't read it.
Yeah. I don't get involved in too much like that.
Get to the outcome of it, and
I'll understand it in no time, I guess.
You marry that to the computer, you know that you're one already. When you know that, you know. You go when you know. You don't run. You go. The energies will run. You run to the energies. They pull you to them because you're 98% already the world.
Oh, Anthony's channel is Sky's Fallen, right? That's the one.
Yeah, let me go ahead and drop a message.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Or how about I drop a video instead? Let me do that. I'm not going to put a copyrighted on you. I wouldn't do that anyway. Of course, you're not monetized anyway.
No, I'm not monetized. My truth, I don't want to. No, I'm led. So if this would be different, if I was in the Matrix, I would be all about making some coin. But I don't know.
Man, I probably made $4 if
I know. I would have been deep into it. I would have been pushing fucking planets, man. I would have had, you know what I mean? I would have been pushing Nibiru and all that shit. I would have been good at it.
Hey.
Just learning how to add high definition to high definition already.
Yeah, I put that video up there. That way they can comment, like, subscribe, and I will reply to my comments and subscribe and check a video out of yours. But if you don't leave a comment, I can't know that you have because they won't give it to me. AI is keeping you from me. If you do not comment, like, and subscribe, I won't know it. That's how I've been able to keep up with my people here lately. As you were saying, Matthew, hey, boy, snap out of your bullshit up. He's got to be a machine. This fuckhead's got to be a computer we've been talking to all along. I don't think his ass is real. You're not real. You're a fake. You fake. You're not saying shit. I don't hear a damn thing coming out your mouth, boy.
Oh, I forgot I was Mike. I'm real.
Well, now you are. I mean,
yeah, bing, bing, bing. I'm a robot. I'm just kidding.
I know you would. I know you would.
And we do nightly chat too on Sky's above, or Sky's Fallen channel. Sky's above.
Yes, I
Sky's
do
Fallen.
night channel every evening, and he does it. I'll try to let him do it every morning. But when fuckhead doesn't do it, I do it.
See, that's exactly how my friends exactly talk. Once they get exactly, so that means you've read me perfectly,
Well, I love you. You're my brother. I can't walk over
right?
you. I'm not going to because if
But
somebody.
no, I'm more of a person. I'll let you rub your feet on me. It
Well,
doesn't
yeah,
even bother me,
it doesn't. I know it because it's not wiping my dirty feet on your carpet.
right?
It's what it's doing. It gives me the interaction I need that completes me. You're my brother. I can't, brother. It's a way of showing the world that we are who we are because we're already in connection. I'm already your family. So how can I divide myself from your family? I already know your girls. Your
Right.
wife. I've known them for years.
Yeah.
You know, I could walk into your house, show you every room you've got, and you probably don't even realize that.
Right. That's
Okay.
how.
But that's all right because being able to see through somebody else's mind is not hard. When you love something, you observe it enough and you discover and you talk to one another, you become one. That's naturally nature.
Yeah.
So, Matt, you're right. When we open up to one another, when we're in that mood, like when me, you, Code, or Mo, we all get together, we mope, or critical think, or everyone who gets up here, you see that when the atmosphere is right, it's right.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
circle,
just to get even to I'm gonna do days to if somebody wants to get up and get something off their mind. I'm gonna start not scheduling, but I'm just have it on my mind. I'm gonna do one of those days. It's nice. Somebody wanted to get something off their mind because it's so important to be able to say it.
right. You know, I mean, it is what it is. We stepped on toes along the way, but the only way we don't step on toes is by removing the system. If the system's not working, get out of it. You can still be in the system, but yet not be in the system. The mind, the body will follow if the mind becomes willing. You have to
Yeah.
allow and become aware that the mind is willing. You got to be completely aware that you know where you go. Knowing
Yep.
is better than not knowing. I would rather go than not know.
Yep. Well, that's nice.
There is no such thing as stop or quit or can't. That doesn't happen here.
Or bored.
Not in this simulation.
Right. If anybody's bored, they're in the Matrix.
Anybody's bored, they're in the Matrix. Well, they're in La La Land. I don't know about the
I
Matrix.
know.
They're asking for the Matrix, they'd be awake.
Right.
They're in La La Land, stuck in the Matrix, in a prism.
Yep.
Your prism is your mind. When I tell you that it's not, you know, people get that wrong, man. They put it on picture. It's not the spoon that bends, it's your mind. Look at it. Listen to that. The body follows the mind. Consciousness follows the mind. The world is consciousness. You're 98% consciousness already. Become 2% aware, and the world will be aware of you. So that's why it says that the world will reach out to you in 77-fold when you do it in secret. It makes complete sense. More all together. That's why I went secluded for so many years. No wonder it makes perfect sense. I had to give up completely on life.
Yeah. Just think what Christ had to do. Christ had to take off to the hills. Right?
I
clear thoughts.
So long that I finally gave up, man. I gave up several years ago, and it took me a long time to regroom. It took me 15
2 days are the teachers.
Do you realize it took me nearly 15 years to wake up because I've been waking up watching these YouTube videos for over 16 years now?
Mm-hmm.
And watching the history channels, I didn't realize what it was I was doing. I binge watched everything that I saw in information. Now I see what it is that I've become.
Mm-hmm.
I became a sideboard and a freak show in my own right.
Morning, Mark.
But the freak show is the joke of the Matrix. You see, it's a frequency of simulation.
Mm-hmm.
Realize it's a simulation. Everything becomes you know, a trash dump. And you look around the world, it's exactly that. They're hiding trash dumps everywhere. Neutral fuck ups. Look at what they did in Japan. Look at what they're doing. I mean, this is all cover up. This is massive cover up. See, you got to look at the plan. What is the plan? We need to. The plan is to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Wake these guys up. Get them out of their cryognostic state. They're just like the bear that hibernates for 6 months. You've been hibernating for 5,770 years. It's time to wake up.
Yep.
They've been having you in a hibernated state for all these years, using you and your free will for their bidding.
Mm-hmm.
That's
well, I have to start getting ready for this
Yep, I was waiting
appointment here.
Waiting on you.
That's all good. Yeah, that's cool. I seen a couple new people come in, and then I see why it's tough sometimes to stop some streams, especially at night when there's nothing to do.
It is,
but I need to just keep a little roll on. I got to get my rain gear out. It's like 10, not even 10 degrees and freaking light rain.
That's right. What's up, Marston? All right, well, brother, you have a good one. I'm shutting down. Well, let me wait till you come back first. You done locked up again, Mark. How you doing, brother? Everyone in the chat, look, it's been wonderful. Morning, it's been a wonderful experience. All we done here was interact. All we done was act. This is just an act. I want to speak to you in a different matter. This is an act. If we are only interacting, then we only came here to act, nothing else. Because the truth be known, if we stop talking, then the act stops. It's the way it is. If we keep it in between the sheets and in an open frame of mind, we can know the truth much clearer and much with clarity. A lot easier than we could if we thought about it. Love you guys. Peace.
Okay, have a great day, Camo and Lalas, Markster, Heidi, Carlos, if you made it back from dropping your wife off. Chrissy, listening. Jackie. Have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Happy trails and stay lifted, my friends.